Dear students, welcome to our electromagnetic theory course. In last class, we discussed about some fundamental concepts related to vector calculus. Okay, that is vector calculus for basics part 1. In that we discussed about what vector, scalar, position vector, distance vector and unit vector. Now we will discuss about vector algebra. Vector algebra means if I have a vector a bar like this, that is ax plus ay plus az vector is represented like this. Another vector is represented as bx ax plus by plus bz az. Vector algebra means vector addition, subtraction and multiplication. Okay, here we will discuss about first vector addition. Addition of these two vectors, that is a bar plus b bar is equal to what? We need to add the similar components only. The magnitude of this resultant vector has some magnitude along x direction, y direction, z direction. That's why we need to add similar components. Similar means x components, y components, z components multiplied by unit vectors. By adding all that, we will get the resultant vector, that is a bar plus b bar is nothing but what? Ax plus bx, the similar components, x components, next to y components, that is ay plus by, ay plus az plus bz into az. Okay, we have two laws related to this vector addition. One is parallelogram law, and another one is triangle law of addition. First we will discuss about this one, parallelogram law. I have a vector like this, that is, let us say b bar, and if I have a vector a bar like this, okay, or else let us take here itself like this. These are in the plane on the board. Okay, plane is nothing but this board. These vectors are called as what? Coplanar vectors. These are on the same plane. Then the resultant vector, if these two vectors are added, means if they are added, we will get a vector called, that is a bar plus b bar equal to c bar. This c bar is nothing but, we will get c bar like this. It is starting point of a bar and it is also starting point of the b bar. Here it is a terminating point, or else it is what? It is called as head, it is called as what? Tail. Okay, from the tail of the, if you want, okay, from the tail of, okay, from the head of this b bar, draw a parallel one like this, which is equal to the length of this a bar, means, or we can call the magnitudes are equal. This is nothing but what? Your a bar. Next go for what? From the tip of this a bar, tip, or we can call this head. Okay, draw a line like this. It is nothing but what? Looking like b bar. Then resultant vector of a bar plus b bar is nothing but what? Like this. This is what? Some c bar. C bar equal to what? C bar is equal to a bar plus b bar. Means if you have a vectors a bar and b bar like this, then resultant vector is nothing but what? A diagonal of this parallelogram. We will get two diagonals, but we have to take like this only. Remaining this one is not considered as the resultant one. Why? Here we have to consider a resultant vector. Okay, the starting point of this resultant vector is nothing but what? Starting point of the one of the vector. Let us say this b bar. Starting point of the c bar is equal to consider as b bar. Whereas terminating point should be what? it should be terminated where? At the head of the another vector, at the head of the another vector, or else here head. Okay, if I take like this, it is what? It is what? These are what? Starting at tip of the vector and ending is also tip of the another vector, whereas in this case here it is starting point is the starting point of these vectors, whereas ending point is the tip of the both vectors. Okay, so this is called as the parallelogram rule. And another one is triangle law of addition. Triangle law of addition, that is nothing but triangle law of addition. I have a vector like this, that is b bar, and another vector a bar like this. See this diagram, only consider this part b bar a bar. Here that is nothing but what? It is your b bar, starting point this one, and a bar like this. And what about the resultant vector of a bar plus b bar? Is nothing but this one na. Okay, here it is representing what? Triangle. That means if you form a triangle with the help of these 2 points, that means starting point of this one and terminating point of another vector, like this, starting point of this b bar and terminating point of another vector, we will get what? That is c bar. If you want to get the resultant vector of a bar plus b bar, we need to start at the starting point of the one of the vector and should terminate, this resultant vector should be terminated where? At the head of the another vector. It is tail of this vector, tail, and terminating point should be at the head of the another vector. This is called as what? Triangle law of addition. Next we will move on to the subtraction of two vectors. Subtraction of two vectors. Subtraction of two vectors. Let us say a vector A is represented like this, and another vector is let us say it is a bar, and another vector is b bar. Then subtraction is like this. How we can perform? There is we can perform this subtraction by using this addition law. Means what? That is a bar plus b bar, a bar plus minus b bar, Let us take vector b bar is represented like this. Vector b bar is represented like this, and it is the starting point, that is the terminating point. Now I am starting at the same point and moving in opposite direction with same magnitude. Now tell me, what about this one? It is our minus b bar, it is the reference point. Positive x direction, let us take negative x direction. Okay, so means if it is plus b bar, it should be what? Minus b bar. Now I am taking another vector like this, that is what? Here looking like b bar a bar. Here this is what? B bar a bar. In order to get the resultant vector, we need to apply this parallelogram rule. What is this parallelogram rule? In order to apply that parallelogram rule, we need to form what? A parallelogram. How we can form parallelogram? Like this. This is what? Let us say it is equal to what? The a bar. And here this is nothing but what? Direction. We have to move like this. B bar. In order to get the resultant vector, we need to start where? Starting points of these coplanar vectors. Starting point is this one. What about starting point? Starting point is this one. Is this black marker is visible? Okay. This is called as what? C bar. Where C bar is equal to what? I am writing C bar is equal to what? A bar minus B bar. C bar is equal to what? A bar minus B bar. Is it visible to you? Okay. It is what? C bar. This one is your C bar, and resultant vector of A bar minus B bar is nothing but the C bar. That is C bar is equal to what? What I wrote here? C bar equal to what? A bar minus B bar. This is about the vector addition and subtraction by using what? Parallelogram law, or else another one is what? It is what? Triangle law of addition. This is what? Triangle law of addition of two vectors. Addition of two vectors. If you have a two coplanar vectors, okay, in that case, if you form a triangle like this, this side, that means this one represents what? A resultant vector of this A bar and B bar. Okay. Next we will move on to the multiplication of vectors. Multiplication of vectors. Let us take for the simple case, we can take two vectors A and B. How we can multiply these two vectors? We can multiply these two vectors in two ways. The resultant vector may be a scalar quantity. And if you take two vectors, if you multiply the two vectors, the resultant vector may be a vector quantity. Okay, means we have two types of multiplications. One is scalar product, and another one is vector product. One is scalar product and another one is vector product. Now take the multiplication of vectors. Multiplication of vectors. We have two types of multiplication. One is what? Dot product, or scalar product, or scalar product, and another one is cross product, or a vector product. Cross product or a vector product. Now how we can represent dot product? Let us take two vectors. One of the vector is A bar and another one is vector is B bar. Then there is a possibility of what? Dot product like this. For the first case, dot product is given by dot product of two vectors is given by A bar dot B bar is equal to mod A mod B cos theta A cos theta. Okay, that means here if you observe these two vectors, then you will get what? There is no term related to the unit vectors. You can find this dot product like this, that is A bar dot B bar equal to what? AX AY plus AZ dot BX AX plus BY plus BZ AZ. If you simplify this one, you will get what? That is AX BX plus AY BY plus AZ BZ. Okay, here for the individual vectors, it is not mod, A bar dot B bar, simple thing. Okay, AX BX plus AY BY plus AZ BZ. If you see individual vectors, these vectors have what? Magnitudes along the unit vectors, whereas here we have only magnitude components, there are no unit vectors. Means dot product gives what? A scalar quantity. Dot product, the resultant of this dot product has only magnitude components, means it is having only magnitude. If the quantity is having only magnitude, it is a scalar quantity. Dot product gives what? A scalar quantity. That's why this product is called as a scalar product. Of course, we can write here note, that is AX dot AX is 1, AY dot AY is what? 1, AZ dot AZ is 1. Why? Because apply this formula here. Suppose if I go to that AX dot AX equal to what? apply this formula mod ax cos theta. What is theta? The angle between ax and ax is what? 0 degrees. Same vector na. So means what? Both are moving along same direction. The angle between them is what? 0. So that means the magnitude of unit vectors is 1. It is 1. It is also 1. That is 1 into 1. 3. 1 into 1 into 1. 3 times. Okay. It is only 1. Clear? Similarly, if you go to that ax dot ay. Let us move to another one. Ax dot ay. We know that in a Cartesian, in a right-handed coordinate system, basically we consider orthogonal coordinate system. Orthogonal coordinate system means what? All the three components x, y, z are perpendicular to each other. Means the angle between x and y is what? 90. Y and z is what? 90. Z and x is what? 90. So ax dot ay means what? That is mod ax mod ay cos theta. What is theta? Cos 90. This is 1 into 1 into 0. 0 into something? 0. So that's why I wrote, if I take ax dot ax, means it is non-zero quantity, like this ax bx. Ax dot ay 0. Ax dot az 0. Ay dot, this small ay dot ay gives some quantity, that is what ay into by. Similarly az dot az is 1. That's why az into bz. This is all about the dot product. Next move on to Next move on to what? That cross product. What is cross product? Cross product of vectors A and B. Cross product of vectors A and B is given by A bar cross B bar is equal to mod A mod B mod B bar sin theta an. Here magnitudes. What is this an? Here A and B are represented like this. Let us take your A, here A bar and it is B bar. These are coplanar vectors. The angle between these two is theta. Okay, then A bar cross B bar is looking like this. What about an? An is the unit vector normal to the plane of that AB, plane of this AB. Okay, means what? This plane. Okay, AB are on the board, means this plane na, this board is taken as plane. Okay, that an is normal to this one, means into the board or out of the board. The resultant of this A cross B gives what? Into the board or out of the board. If I take like this, means clockwise direction. That is A cross B. Let us take like this. Okay, or else it is satisfying what? Basically this A cross B gives what? Right-handed. It satisfies right-handed screw rule. Right-handed screw. Let us take this as a screw. If I rotate this screw in this direction, it moves into the board. If I move in opposite direction, it is into this cap in this direction, and here if I move in this direction, it is from out of the cap. Okay, so basically this one satisfies what? A right-handed screw rule. Now how you can find this one? The simple thing, the simple formula to find this one is nothing but, if you you didn't know about this theta and an, in that case we can find like this: ax, ay, az, bx, by, bz. Oh, sorry. First vector, that is what? These are the unit vectors. Next, write this first component: ax, ay, az, bx, bx, by, bz. If you find this one, you will get what? If you find this one, you will get what? Okay, that is A cross B. And note down one thing, A dot B equal to what? Mod A dot B can be written as what? B dot A, whereas A bar cross B bar is equal to what? Minus B bar cross A bar. Okay? Because if you move in this direction means like this. Okay, this one, if I move like this, if I move this marker in this direction, it is moving into the board. If I move like this, it is coming out of the board, if it is the screw. Okay, now in the, okay, A cross B, let us say downward direction like this, and means out of the board. Okay, and here in this case, if you move like this, okay, or else take Cartesian coordinate system. This is what? X, let us say x, y. Ax, x to y gives what? The z. Ax cross ay in this plane gives what? Resultant vector az. And ay cross az, this is yz plane. Ay cross az means y to z gives what? X, that is ax. And here zx plane. In zx plane, I have what? Az cross ax, cross product of these two vectors. In this plane, resultant vector is what? That is nothing but ax. It is ax here, az cross ax, az cross ax, that is what? Ay, z to x, y, x to y, x to y, z, and y to z, that is x, like this. Okay, or else it is applicable for our electromagnetic wave. Okay, if I move from E to H, basically this one represents electric field direction, this one represents magnetic field direction. If I take like this, that is E cross H, electric field is like this. This gives what? Direction of the wave. Basically this is P. P is what? Pointing vector. Pointing vector indicates the direction of the wave in which power is traveling, or else wave is traveling, not power, wave is traveling. Okay, that is P equal to E cross H. This is all about the cross product. Of course, we can perform Ax, we can write vector A and B, take the cross product and apply this formula. You will get what? You will get what? That is A bar cross B bar is nothing but what? Mod A mod B sin theta A n. Let us take this case, Ax cross Ay, simplify this one. I am taking only this one. Okay, of course, you can verify for Ay cross Az, Az cross Ax. I am taking only this one. Xy, the angle between Ax and Ay are what? Xy are perpendicular to each other. It is a orthogonal coordinate system. The mod, it is what? Mod Ax, mod Ay. Mod A is Ax, mod B is Ay. Sin 90 into An. What is An? It is the, we can find Ax cross Ay means it is the like this. Here I have a plane. Okay, I have a plane of area, let us say a differential surface area, normal to what? Normal to what? Xy plane, that is dsz. Already we discussed dsz is nothing but what? Except z, dx dy az. Here also I multiplied these things. I will get what? I will get what? That is az. Simplify this one, 1 into 1 into 1, that gives 1. Oh sorry, 1 into 1 into this one, this is 1, this is also 1, 1 az. If I take same unit vectors, that is Ax cross product between the same unit vectors, Ax cross Ax, the angle between this Ax and Ax is 0, that is sin theta, sin 0, so 0 into something 0, like this. Okay, conclusion. What about the conclusion? We can write conclusion as like this: Ax cross Ax is 0, Ay cross Ay is also 0, and Az cross Az is also 0, and ax cross ay is equivalent to what? Az. Ay cross az is, see the diagram, ay cross az gives what? Ax. Y2z x. Next az cross ax, that gives what? Ay. If I move in opposite direction, then you will get the opposite sign here. Ax cross ay, az. Az means what? If it is positive, okay, ax cross ay gives what? Positive, z direction means if I reverse this one, ay cross ax gives what? Minus az. Just as a bar cross b bar is equal to what? Minus of b bar cross a bar. Okay, remember these points. And this is about the cross product. Next we will discuss about the triple product. Triple product means instead of taking two vectors, we can take what? Three vectors. Three vectors. In the triple product, we have scalar triple product. We have scalar triple product. Scalar triple product. Okay. That is, and another one is vector triple product. Second one is vector triple product. Now tell me, scalar triple product is represented like this. That is a dot b bar cross c bar. It is what gives some resultant vector. It gives what? Some resultant vector. Okay, that is nothing but it can be obtained like this: ax, ay, az, bx, by, bz, and here it is cx, cy, cz, which is equivalent to what? We can write like this also. That is b bar dot, it is a bar, b bar dot c bar cross a bar, and it can be written as c bar dot after c a b c. Okay, after c again a bar cross b bar. Cross product gives what? A vector. Okay, dot product of two vectors. Let us say it is a bar dot some d. Okay, that is d bar dot a, like that. Of course, I need to change what? Interchanging what? In this case, I can write, suppose I am taking this one only. B bar, b dot. Okay, here that can be apply this formula. First one is bx, by, bz, and here what you have? Second one is cx, cy, cz, and ax, ay, az. There is a condition in the calculation of determinant. If you interchange the rows and the columns, here what here I interchanged what? I am interchanging the rows. Okay, na? There is no change in the determinant. Basically, it is the determinant. Okay, of course, in this case, scenario is different. A bar cross b bar. Here we have what? Ax, ay, az. Remaining is what? Ax, ay, az, and here bx, by, bz. What is the difference? And it is not equivalent to what? Not equivalent to b bar cross a bar. Why? Because here if you see these things all are what? Magnitude components of the given vectors a, b, c. Whereas here I have what? Ax, ay, az. These are the unit vectors. Here direction matters, whereas here we didn't have any direction. These ax, ay, az represents the direction, whereas all are the magnitude components. Then there is no worry about changing this. No need to bother about this interchanging of these components. Okay, if you interchange rows and columns, then there is no difference in this entire determinant. Whereas in this case scenario is different, because here you have unit vectors. Clear? So this is about the scalar triple product. Okay, where that scalar triple product is equal to what? It is nothing but what? That is a bar dot b bar cross c bar, which is equivalent to what? That is a dot b bar cross c bar is equivalent to what? B bar dot c bar cross a bar is equal to what? C bar dot a bar cross b bar. That is what? First ABC, and next one what? BCA, next one is what? CAB, that is cab. Okay, you can remember like this. Why it is called as scalar triple product? Because the resultant vector is what? Here we consider that it is vector. Okay, again here you have what? Dot product of these two vectors gives what? A scalar quantity. Already we discussed. And next we will move on to the that vector triple product. It is very important. Of course, I think video duration, it may be exceeds half an hour. I am sorry for that. I need to complete this one. I need to finish or complete. Okay, vector triple product. That is what? A bar cross B bar cross C bar is nothing but what? We can find this one like this. Here focus should be this bracket. Our focus should be on this bracket, that is B bar into B bar into, after B what you have? C, that is C dot A bar, C dot A bar minus after B, next term it is focus on this one, B, after B C, after C A. Okay, next here write C, vector C into, after C A bar dot B bar, or else if I go like this, that is what? B bar cross C bar A. In that case, how I can write this formula? Very simple. Focus on first one, that is what? Here C bar, apply this formula. C bar, after C, what I have to write? After C, A bar dot B bar minus, now tell me, C is over, next move on to this A bar into, after A, B bar dot C bar. Of course, the dot product of these two vectors gives what? A scalar quantity. This scalar is multiplied by vector. A multiplication of any scalar quantity with the vector gives what? A vector only. If scalar is multiplied with vector, that becomes what? A vector quantity. Here we got vector, here also sorry, here we got vector, here also vector. Here it is what? Vector subtraction gives the resultant one is what? Vector. Here cross product of these two vectors gives vector. Okay, again this vector is multiplied with what? A, it is a cross product, that should be what? A vector. It is very helpful in case of this one, that is del cross E. Basically it is used to derive the wave equation, which is equivalent to what? Apply that formula, you will get what? Del of del dot E, del of del dot E, del bar, actually it is a vector, del is a vector, actually we need to write like this. Okay, minus, our focus is on what? E. Okay, first one is this one, del, after del, okay, it is what? B, C, that is E dot del, basically E dot del, that is we can write del dot E, E dot del, or E dot del is equal to what? Del dot E here. Next it is what? E square into del, or else we can write what? Sorry, our focus is on this one, E into del dot B. This is what? Simplify this one, we will get what? Del of del dot E, of course del bar, okay, del of del dot E minus del square E, del dot del is del square E. It can be useful to derive the electromagnetic wave equation. It can be helpful to derive electromagnetic wave equation. In this class what we have discussed? Vector multiplication. Okay, that is dot product, cross product. A bar cross B, A dot B. After that, triple product, that is scalar triple product, scalar triple product like this. That is what? A dot B cross C bar. Of course, this can be obtained what? By using a determinant formula like this: AX, AY, AZ. Another one is what? BX, BY, BZ. And similarly, it is what? CX, CY, CZ. Okay, determinant gives what? This scalar triple product. This is about the vector triple product. Thank you for watching. This is all about the vector fundamentals which are required to derive, okay, which are required to analyze our electromagnetic fields. Once again, thank you for watching.